Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to do the top 20 questions, daily current affairs for 19th July. So let's start. The first question before you is, Jerusalem Declaration, which was seen in the news, is a strategic agreement between Israel and which country? The answer is USA. It is a joint declaration on US-Israel strategic cooperation. The Jerusalem Declaration, it is on US-Israel strategic cooperation, and it also refers to the Israeli-Palestinian relationships. Next, which Indian city has been selected as the first cultural and tourism capital for SCO for 2020 and 23? The city of Varanasi has been declared the first cultural and tourism capital for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is SCO. Varanasi will become the capital for 2020 to 23, 22 to 23, under a new rotation initiative by the 8-member organization. Now, this aims to promote people-to-people contacts and tourism amongst the member state. Next, Jagriti, which was seen in the news recently, is a mascot related to which field? So the Department of Consumer Affairs has launched Jagriti, a mascot for empowering consumers and generating awareness of their rights. This mascot will be shown along with the tagline, Jago Grahak Jago, in all its media campaigns, and it will be used to generate consumer awareness about various themes of the department, like the provisions for Consumer Protection Act, hallmarking, National Consumer Helpline, that is 1915, amongst the others. Next, which institution was ranked first in the National Institutional Ranking Framework 2022? So the Ministry of Education has released its NIRF for the year 22, and IIT Madras, it has retained first position for the 4th consecutive year in the overall category and for the 7th consecutive year in engineering. IIT Delhi was ranked second and IIT Bombay is third. Fifth question, which Indian state has launched the e-FIR service and the police app? The CM of Uttarakhand recently launched the e-FIR facility and the Uttarakhand Police app. Now, this facility will help people to file an online FIR in cases related to theft, etc. And all online services provided by the state police to the public, they have also been integrated in the Uttarakhand Police app. These include Gaura Shakti, Traffic Eye, Public Eye, Meri Yatra, and Lakshya Naksha Murti. Next question. Which institution launched the knowledge portal for Khadi? The answer is the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, that is KVIC, has launched this portal, and this is developed by the Center of Excellence for Khadi. It aims to provide design directions to Khadi institutions, and this is in along with the NIRF. Next question. What is the name of the flag campaign to be hosted by India in the month of August 2022? So under the central government's Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, the Tiranga, our flag, it will be hosted atop of more than 20 crore houses across the country for 3 days in August 2022. And this campaign is to be carried out under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav with the chief ministers of the state and lieutenant governors and administrators of the union territories. Our flag will be flown atop of the houses through public participation, and the government and private establishments will also be involved. Next question. Bundelkhand Expressway was recently inaugurated in which state or union territory? So PM Narendra Modi, he recently inaugurated the Bundelkhand Expressway in Jalon district in UP. And this expressway, it will connect Chitrakoot in the underdeveloped Bundelkhand region with the Lucknow-Agra Expressway. Next, Jezero, which was recently seen in the news, is a crater in which celestial body? It is a crater on Mars. Mars is also known as the red planet, and it is in the Styris major quadrangle. So I'll write the spelling here: SYRTIS. SYRTIS. Major quadrangle. Okay. Next, what is the theme of World Youth Skills Day 2022? So the theme is transforming youth skills for the future. This day is celebrated every year on 15th of July after the UN General Assembly's declaration in 2014. And it is celebrated to mark the importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. Next, which country tested the air-launched rapid response weapon hypersonic missile system? The answer is USA. This AGM air-launched rapid resource, this is AGM 183A. This had its second consecutive successful test, and it is a boost glide system that uses a rocket to accelerate a missile to a hypersonic speed before releasing a hypersonic glider. Next, which is the venue of NHA's first hackathon under the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission Hackathon? So the NHA, they have commenced its first hackathon under the ABDM series in the Smart City Operations Center, that is Pune, in a hybrid format. And this is in association with the Pune Municipal Corporation and the Pune Smart City Development Corporation. And it is focused at mobilizing the health startups in India to develop innovative solutions. Next, what is the total horticulture production in 2021 and 22 as per the second advanced estimates? The answer is 341.63 million tons. Bot and ham models, which were seen in the news recently, is associated with which field? So bot is build, operate, transfer, and ham is hybrid annuity model. Build, operate, transfer, and hybrid annuity model. These are the public-private partnership models that are being used in execution of national highway projects. So the answer is in infrastructure. So the National Highway Authority of India, it is set to return to funding through private investments and plans to offer over 2 highway upgradation projects to private players using the bot and ham model. Next, a report on the national asset accounts, which was recently released by the CAATSA advisory board, is associated with which resource? So the answer is Ministry of Fossil Fuels. Next, Podu or shifting cultivation, which was seen in the news recently, is practiced by the tribal people of which state? So the Telangana government in 2021 to move landless non-tribal farmers engaged in shifting cultivation inside the forest to peripheral areas and to combat deforestation. And some parties have also announced protests and rallies in order to support the rights of Adivasis and the tribal people in the forest area. Next, Arunachal Pradesh has recently signed a pact to end the decades-old border dispute with which state? So the answer is Assam. Now, these two states have agreed on restricting the number of disputed villages also. The disputed villages prior to this agreement were 123, and now they have been reduced to 86. Arunachal Pradesh, it borders Assam and Nagaland to the south, and it shares international borders with Bhutan, Myanmar, and China. Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, next. Which is the host country for Rim of Pacific exercise, that is RIMPAC? The answer is USA. So Indian naval warship INS Satpura and P-81, अच्छा दूसरे वाले का मैं नाम लिख देती हूँ, P-8IL-RMRASW. This is the name of the aircraft. They are taking part in one of the largest multilateral naval exercises in the RIMPAC. Now, the exercise involving the navies of 28 friendly foreign countries is held at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii, and which is a state in US. So INS Satpura is what? INS Satpura is indigenously designed and built 6,000-ton guided missile stealth fragile. Next question. Which social media company has released its first annual human rights report? So the answer is Meta. Facebook owner, Meta is Facebook only. So Meta released its first annual human rights report, which covers due diligence, which is performed in the 2020 and 21. It also includes a summary of controversial human rights impact assessment of India, conducted by Meta commissioned law firm Foley Hogue. Last question for today. CAATSA sanctions, which were seen in the news recently, is associated with which country? So the answer is USA. So the US House of Parliament, they have passed a legislative amendment that approves waiver to India against the punitive CAATSA sanctions because India purchased the S-400 missile defense system from Russia. So what is CAATSA actually? The full form is Countering America's Advisories Through Sanctions Act. It is a US law that authorizes the US administration to impose sanctions on the countries that purchase major defense hardware from Russia in response to Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ta-da!